Good morning, afternoon, or evening, dear yogi friends. We've got all kinds of sounds happening at the ranch today, so disfruta. Today's practice is one with this concept and idea of vikalpa. And so in Sanskrit, vikalpa in yogic philosophy are these stories that we tell ourselves. And why understanding vikalpas is so important is because in the modern world, we're kind of taught to constantly be happy, constantly to be joyous, that everything should be quiet, like me here. Everything should be quiet to be peaceful. Peace means quiet and silence. Noise means chaos and destruction. And when we have a Sudha vikalpa, which is a vikalpa, a story that really keeps us in a box, it can keep us from nirvi vikalpa, which is to be free of those stories and to really just allow life to come in. The reason that I want to share this concept and bring this into the physical practice today is because in my own life, and everything that we teach is what we're going through. In my own life for so long, I thought to be a yogi meant to be very peaceful, to be very centered, to be very quiet, meditative, to never have issues, to be happy and joyous all the time, to be contented. And that wasn't what was occurring for me. So there was a judgment that would happen when I wasn't fitting into that story, when that story didn't work. And there was a celebration when it did. So in the moments of, the high excitement and harmony, there was a great celebration that, look, I'm fitting into my box. This is the story I've created. And when I didn't fit into my box, I went to the other side of that Sudha vikalpa, of deep sadness, of I'm not a good yogi, I'm not contented, I'm not good. And this really hurt me. It was these waves of manic excitement and manic depression, like just going between the two. And I'm sure that we can all relate to that. And so the desire to here today as we begin to practice is just to internally reflect. So now maybe just coming into your seat, sitting up nice and tall if you're not already there, taking some deep breaths in and out of the nostrils, letting the body relax, shoulders relaxing, belly relaxing, the muscles in the face relaxing. And tune in without judgment to your vikalpas. So what stories do you tell yourself about life? Is it okay to be sad? Is it okay to step into grief? Is it okay to be vulnerable? And know that all is welcome when we can be open to the array of the human experience, from our grief and despair to our celebration of joy and contentment. Then our world expands instead of contracting. It's like that narrow vision becomes expansive. So allow your practice to be expansive today. Take an inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra, thumbs in front of the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Bring the hands down to the knees. Remove the block if you have the block. Let's take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Right hand down behind you, left hand on the right knee, nice open chest. Sit up nice and tall through the spine. Inhale, stretch the right arm up. Lean the left shoulder towards the left, right arm stretching up and over. So get nice and long through the right side body. And so sweet, when I do yoga practices, of course, I enjoy the silence. I can even hear the landowner, who's such a sweetheart, this beautiful Italian man, going to the back to tell the workers, no more sound right now. She's doing yoga, but also yoga is sound. Come back up through center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left, right hand outside the left knee. And I feel this is a perfect demonstration of Vikalpa. We have an idea of how things need to be. And most of the time life says, no, it's going to be different. So how do we roll with the punches? Twist from the belly and make sure that we're not overextending the neck. We live on this beautiful piece of land with lots of jungle. We host beautiful dances here for the community, and they're building a part of the dance floor for us right now. So really the sound is sound of progress and community. So I'm excited to invite it in when it comes. Take an inhale, lift the left arm up, lean to the right knee. Find some length through that left side body as you plug the left hip down. Take an inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale, hands down to the knees. One of my favorite things to do, pull at the front of the knees. Inhale, peel the chest open, look up. Exhale, bring the chest back, chin to chest. Inhale forward, open the heart space, look up. And exhale, round the upper back, chin to chest. Begin to make circles with this as you do it. Any natural movements. You can look at me, but really this is just your creative, curious play. Move in the opposite direction. You can get explorative with the shoulders, kind of like you're dancing. Let the head drop when you want to. And we're working with waking up the spine. A few more breaths here. You can always make sounds. Come back up to center. Beautiful. Inhale, stretch the arms up. And exhale, hands down in front of you. Let's come onto all fours. So tabletop position. I'll turn to the side now. Stretch the right leg behind you and press the right toes into the earth so you can push back through the right heel. The ranch is waking up. I can hear everybody. Now we're going to stay on the left knee. Bring the right hip on top of the left. Stretch the right arm up and overhead. So the whole right side body is extended. You're in this modified side plank. Nice and long through the right side body. Take an inhale. Exhale, right knee, hand to the earth, right knee to the earth, and stretch the left leg back behind you. Left toes pointed under. Get nice and long through the back of the left leg. Find some length in the left calf. You bring the left hip on top of the right. Stretch the left arm up and then overhead. Plug the shoulder down the back. So nice and long through the entire side body. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Tuck the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Press the heels into the earth. Shoulders down the back. Pull the belly in. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring knees down to the ground, tabletop. Exhale, sit back towards the heels, child's pose, forehead to the earth, grounding in for a moment. We're going to move a little bit more quickly. Inhale, tabletop position. Exhale, tuck the toes, press back, downward facing dog. 4-part movement here. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose, sit back onto the heels, forehead to the earth. Inhale, tabletop. Take your entire breath to arrive. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Take it nice and slow. So the entire inhalation and exhalation. Inhale, tabletop. And exhale, child's pose. Back. Inhale, tabletop. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. And exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here. Press the heels into the earth, palms into the ground. V shape with the body. Pull the belly in. Let's take an inhale. Lift the right leg up behind you. Stay here. Keep the right hip squared underneath the body. Take an inhale. Exhale, step the right foot through. Bring the left heel down 45 degrees and keep some space between the feet. So nice and wide horizontally as well. Inhale, reach up, Virabhadrasana 1, Vira 1. So bend the right knee, pull the right hip back in space, lift the arms. Sink deep into the right knee, keep squaring the hips. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Press back to a plank position, top of a push-up. Pull the belly in, round the upper back. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the knees down. Bring the chest down through the hands. Hips are high. Inhale forward onto the belly, lift the chest. And exhale, hips to heels. Press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Keep it square. Stay here. Press the palms in. Press the heel down. Take an inhale. Exhale, step the left foot through. Right heel spins down 45 degrees. Bend the left knee. Reach up, Vira 1. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back to plank position. This time, bend the elbows, come halfway down, elbows in by the ribs. Inhale forward to the tops of the feet, open the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Create that V shape, let the head hang, look up towards the navel. And slowly begin to walk the feet forward. And again, with that intention of allowing whatever to come in. Folding in, let the knees be bent, take a hold of opposite elbows. And this can happen in the physical practice of yoga when we think, oh, I'm so tight, I'm so out of shape, I'm not doing it right, I need to do better. Let go of the stories and just be. All of the tension, all of those little pulls at the body, if there's discomfort, they're just stories. They're lessons, they're sensations. Yeah, they're actually not stories. They're just pure sensation until we label them. Hands down to the earth. Inhale, come up halfway, hands to shins. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Reach the arms up and back. And exhale, hands to heart. Step the big toes together. Bend the knees, sink the hips, and reach the arms up. Utkatasana. And I was just corrected. We usually call this chair pose, but one of my Iyengar friends made it very clear. Uk is fierce. So this is fire or fierce pose. So sink the hips, feel the heat in the thighs, relax the shoulders down the back, pull the belly in. Create some space between the shoulders and the ears. And a lot of weight setting in the heels here. You can almost lift the toes. Take an inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise halfway, hands to shins. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot to the back of the mat, right knee down. Reach the arms up. Low lunge. Sink into the left knee. I can see Manolo running in the yard. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step forward, fold. Take the hands to the lower back, make a fist, press the fist up towards the ceiling. We open the shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, come up halfway, hands to shins. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, left knee to the earth. Reach the arms up. Low lunge. Find that length through the left side. So we get into the psoas, into the hip flexors. Relax the shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Press back to plank position. So step back, pull the belly in, and let's stay here. Press through the palms, slight rounding of the upper back. Find some strength here in our core. Take an inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up behind you. Bend the right knee, stack the right hip open over the left. Nice and open in our hips. Our emotional center here, sacral chakra. We get into Svadhisthana. And take some knee circles. Draw some circles on the ceiling or the sky. But keep the shoulders square. So meaning both armpits looking towards the floor. Reverse your circle with the knee. And set the right foot down. Let's lift the left knee up behind, or left leg up behind us. Bend the left knee, stack the left hip open over the right. Begin to draw some circles with the left knee. Move in the opposite direction. And again, let go of any stories. Set the left foot down. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot through. Left heel spins down nice and wide. And let's windmill up to warrior two. So nice open hips to the left side. Stretch the arms out nice and long. Sink into the left knee and we stay here. Sink even deeper. Let the heat build. Find your focal point or dristi forward. I love hearing the family speak Italian and Swiss. I feel like I'm in a little international community. That's what I'm in. Let's take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back to plank position. Lower halfway, elbows in by the ribs. Inhale forward. Keep the thighs lifted. Chest open. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up behind you. Exhale, step the left foot through. Right heel spins down nice and wide. Windmill up, warrior two. Sink into the left knee. stillness and silence. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back to plank position. Lower halfway. Inhale forward to the tops of the feet, open the chest, thighs are lifted. Exhale, downward facing dog. And very slowly walk the feet forward to meet your hands. Take your time. Sigh it out on the exhale. Take a hold of opposite elbows. Move from side to side. Inhale, hands to shins, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, reach up with the arms. And exhale, hands to the heart. Working on our balance, hands alongside the body. Pull the right knee into the chest. Take a hold with the hands, standing up nice and tall. Take an inhale. And exhale, send the right leg back behind you in the air, balancing arms alongside the body, Dakasana, plain pose. Balancing just on the left foot, press into the earth through the left foot. Right heel presses back into an imaginary wall. Find a focal point down on the mat. Inhale, pull the right knee into the chest. And set the right foot down on the left thigh, opening the right knee up. Sink the hips, bend that left knee, and reach your arms up. Staying here, or slowly begin to bring the hands down into palm or prayer. Elbows on the right knee, right foot, or hands to the earth, stretching the left leg nice and long. Slowly press into the left foot, come all the way up to standing, reach the arms up, and set the right foot down. Hands alongside the body, you can shake it out. Left knee into the chest, take a hold of the left knee with the hands pressed down through the right foot. Take an inhale. And exhale, send the left leg back behind you, arms alongside the body, floating here. Keep the left hip pulling underneath the body. Focal point down. Inhale, pull the left knee into the chest. Set the left foot on top of the right thigh. Open the left knee. Ooh, might come out of balance, hands to heart. Can slowly begin to lower the chest towards the left knee, or maybe hands to the earth, straightening the right leg, folding in. This time, slowly lift the chest. Bring the left foot down to the earth. And bring the glutes all the way down. Let's stretch the legs out in front of us. If you need to prop the knees up with a bolster, you can if you have a tight back line. Coming into a forward fold, inhale, reach up. And exhale, slowly fold. And make sure that your spine stays straight. So if you need to stand the palms, you can. If you want to come deeper, maybe you bring a couch cushion or a bolster on top of the thighs. Forehead to a block if that is accessible. And we just lengthen the back line. And peel the chest up. Bring the hands back behind you. Bend the knees, plant the feet. Press the hips up. Let the head drop back. Reverse tabletop. And slowly, slowly let the hips come down. Come down to the forearms. Lay the back down. One hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. Let the knees fall into each other here. Rest. Relax the lower back. And drop both knees to the left. Arms open up here wide or in cactus. Back through center, knees to the right, look to the left. And slowly, slowly come into Savasana. If your body needs any extra poses, feel free to take them. Arms can be alongside the body, or you could place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Let the ground support you. And again, this concept of vikalpa, these stories that we tell ourselves, notice here just where the thoughts go. What are the quality of the thoughts? Can you just stay in the space? Can you stay in breath, stay in presence? Or is it easy to get taken away? Are there worries or fears, anxiety? And are those worries, fears, and anxiety tied to stories, those vikalpas? Asuda vikalpas, those false stories of reality that are not the truth, that are just our fears playing with the mind. You can stay here for as long as you like. You can always pause the video if you'd like. I offer a song to end practice, and so it's up to you if you want to come up to a seat, but I encourage just staying in Shavasana. The river is flowing, flowing and growing. River is flowing back to the sea. The river is growing, growing and flowing. River is flowing back to the sea. Oh, mother, carry me, your child I will always be. Mother, carry me back to the sea. The river is flowing, flowing and growing. The river is flowing back to the sea. River is flowing, flowing and growing.